Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day is a rematch. Oh, we saw this past Sunday between the Renegades and the Devils. Oh, we got a third-ranked singles match coming up next, Goenaga and Urbieta. Second singles match this year for Urbieta. He had a thrilling three-set match against Benny coming down to the final point of the third set. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. Goenaga right here, this is the first time we're going to see him in singles play this year. It's been all doubles so far. Some pretty good success, and as a front quarter, should have a little bit of an advantage here in this singles matchup, but we'll see how this one goes. Goenaga will have the serve. Urbieta ready to receive. There's the backhand by Goenaga to the inside. Urbieta pulls it off the side wall. Goenaga here from the 9 line. Into the corner, forehand Urbieta laid up. Karam is low. Urbieta on the board first in this singles match. Nice backhand there by Goenaga. Here's Goenaga on the bounce. Forehand to the inside, picked up by Urbieta. Here's Goenaga from the 9 line. Higher and harder. Urbieta gonna let it pass. He lines up the Urbieta. Links it wall to wall. Nice return. Here's Goenaga. Drops it just above the pad. Urbieta now advancing. He's got it up at the 10. Big backhand. Here's the Urbieta. Urbieta laid up. Urbieta runs under it. Backhand up at the 8 line. This one passing again. Goenaga. He's going to keep it up the middle. Side Urbieta. Or to the inside. Urbieta picks it up high on the left side. Big backhand. Just does clear the overhead screen. Goenaga backpedals. Puts it back to the inside. Urbieta takes it off the side wall. Forehand Urbieta. Urbieta. Ooh, leapt a little bit early, still comes away with it. Backhand in the corner, this comes shooting out. On the wall, Goenaga lays it up. Urbieta couldn't get there in the air, picks it up on the bounce. Sidearm forehand, into the corner. The Urbieta, flipped up by Goenaga. Urbieta left side. Urbieta launches another one. 3-wall play, Goenaga stays with it, returns a 2-wall off the Urbieta. Good range by Urbieta. He gets there on the outside, puts it back over the top. Goenaga scooped it up, but juggled the catch. Juggling the call, Urbieta jumps out ahead, 2-0.
So when the ball comes into the cesta, it can roll. In fact, it usually should roll. You catch a little deep in the cesta, closer to the hand. It rolls up to the tip just before the throw. But the ball can't bobble. It can't lose contact with the surface of the inside of the cesta. That's bobbling. That constitutes a foul and loss of point.
Nice catch by Goenaga, takes it off the side wall, backhand. Here's the Urbieta. In the corner, another Urbieta. Opens up as a Karam Urbieta. That kicks out. First point for Goenaga. He served. Forehand Urbieta, that one laid up. He keeps it inside. Here's Urbieta. Good pickup there by Urbieta, high on the left side. Urbieta coming out. Goenaga up at the 8 line, powers it up the middle. Urbieta caught it in the air, backhand again. Out to Urbieta, saved by Goenaga, but that kicked up. You know, the overhead screen and out of play. 3 points for Urbieta.
How does that happen? You see them catching and throwing and catching and throwing, then all of a sudden you see one take off and hit the overhead screen. Consistently getting the ball over your opponent's head is important. You hear us talking about passing. We talk about passing to the inside or passing overhead. In that case, sometimes the ball just kicks up. Throw a little too hard as it's coming off the front wall, escapes to the overhead screen, which is out of play.
Goenaga from the 11. There's the backhand inside, cut off by Urbieta. On the hop, there's Goenaga backpedaling at the 10 line, keeps it inside, dropped it in the corner, not a lot. Urbieta down on a knee, makes the save. Goenaga into the costado, it's a 2-wall opening up to score.
Goenaga's got the costado 2-wall and the shots off of it to score. He saw Urbieta lingering back here about the 9 or 10 line. Go ahead and throw it.
Backhand in the corner. Urbieta left side, another 2-wall. That lands
Beautiful.
in. Scores again. Goenaga's tied it up. 3-3.
What's going to wind up happening is Urbieta's going to have to play up a little bit. Start getting out of the backcourt, moving up to keep Goenaga honest on these 2-walls. Then Goenaga has a habit of throwing it low and inside.
Urbieta gets to that serve before it crossed. Backhand. Here's a catch by Goenaga from the 10 line. This one stays inside. Urbieta up the wall. Does not come down with the ball. 4 points for Goenaga. He takes the lead. Goenaga from the 10, backhand. Not past Urbieta, good play on the hop. Big backhand that just does clear. Forehand Urbieta, play to the inside. Caught off the sidewall, Urbieta again, backhand. Dropped in the corner, Goenaga makes the save. Close to the sidewall, Urbieta foot on the wall, comes down with it. Backhand, Urbieta, or Goenaga rather, caught it, but the backhand on the return got away from him. 4-4 is the score. What a scoop by Goenaga. Just missed it there on the left side. Urbieta, to get to 5 points, he's got a possible set point.
That's the thing about defense, and that's the thing about Urbieta, and we've seen it consistently. Guys like Urbieta and Jairo, who are not big on throwing shots, they will just out you to death, just by catching and throwing, just hanging in there and catching and throwing one more than you're able to.
Goenaga back beyond the 12. Here's the backhand. Stopped overhead. Urbieta now. Wall to wall with the backhand. Goenaga on the move. Gets up there at the 7 line. That opens up. Urbieta's got it. The carom. That will score
Beautiful.
for the set. Urbieta wins it 6-4. 2 minutes. Come out and play. Set number 2.
So, the more defensive play coming out there on top. Beautiful job there by Urbieta.
It's always fun when you have different positions playing. You know, you got a front quarter against a true back quarter, and front quarter tends to have a couple more shots, a little more range, and it's the back quarter sometimes that play a little bit more consistently, keep the ball in play, and that was the difference there in the opening set.
Well, there you have two of the most conservative guys in all of Battle Court. Iro on the left, Urbieta on the right. You frequently hear us talk about the 8-minute point because there shouldn't be any such thing as 8-minute points in Jai-Alai. Now, if there's anything wrong with that, it means that everybody caught and threw really well. Yeah. But those points are just, man, because you remember you got to play 6 of them and potentially going to go 3 sets. It's a lot of time to spend on the Jai-Alai court. Here we have Goenaga being
fan down, if you will.
It's Ben's.
Multifunctional here. We got a fan and we got a little water, so you know, it must feel good.
Well, if it doesn't, is anybody going to say anything to him?
That's good. That's a good counterpoint.
Ben, do me a favor. Get that thing out of my face. Just get that thing out of my face, please. Look, I appreciate the effort, but
well, if there's ever a time, maybe after dropping a set, but we didn't see it yet. I don't think we're going to see it here. Set number 2 coming out here. See if Goenaga can force a third set. And Devils leading the game day 3 points to 1.5 for the Renegades. If they can win this singles, they would lock in at least a tie on the day. They would just have to win one of the next 2 to get the win. And both of these teams tied on Sunday. An opportunity for that still very much alive. Second set ready to go. Goenaga's got the serve.
You see Goenaga tying into the cesta. Basically, that hand sits just on top of the wicker basket. Just a little piece of cloth between the hand and the wicker basket, leather glove over the top of it. That long tie, that cinch, is the only thing holding that hand in that cesta.
There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Goenaga takes it off the sidewall. Hard backhand. Urbieta up the wall. He's down with the ball. Backhand to pass again. Robote, left side. Goenaga keeps it to the inside. Urbieta up the wall for the second time this point. Forehand Robote. Urbieta advances on the right side. High and hard. Going to pass with it. Trying to get it off the sidewall. That's well placed. Great Robote by Goenaga. Urbieta, another one. Just out of reach. Cutting inside. Goenaga gets there again. Urbieta up in the front court, up at the 8, backhand. Just out of reach. Both days in a row. There's a save by Goenaga. Got another one. Urbieta now from the left side. Backhand. High and hard. That one launched. Goenaga got to get out there for Urbieta. He does. Keeps it inside. Urbieta once more. Another backhand. Not going to pass this time. That died off the front wall. Here's Goenaga. Urbieta. Side Urbieta, that clipped off the sidewall. Urbieta runs around it. He's got the forehand. High hard play back in the corner. Catching 3 walls. Goenaga, fall down save. Just missed the Urbieta.
It's like Goenaga wants to finish it off. Urbieta realized that he hadn't offered Goenaga a hand up, and Goenaga says, "Nah, I'm good." Just frustrated about that throw. And as we wait Urbieta to finish tying up his shoe, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in the 4th of 6 scheduled matches. Urbieta of the Devils won the first set 6-4, currently in the second set. Urbieta leading 1-0.
Goenaga advances, takes a serve off the side. Oh, there's a backhand. Urbieta now forehand, wall to wall, coming to the inside. Goenaga up at the 8 line, turns it. That just does clear. That's well placed. Get out there for the rebote. Goenaga up on the left side, backhand to the inside, trying to pass with it. He does. Urbieta lays it up. Goenaga up at the 5 line. Karam thrown
Well done.
in.
Beautiful.
To score. 1-1.
Goenaga advanced. He advanced, got into position. Beautiful kill shot.
Rebote on the wall. That's a good save, dropping low. Urbieta just did get there in the air. Backhand out of reach. Rebote coming out. Rebote 2-wall. Urbieta got a read on this one. He stops it. Goes for the 3-wall play. Goenaga caught it in the air. Goenaga keeps it low and hard. Urbieta not going to get there before the rebote. That's 2 points for Goenaga. The Renegades, he leads and serves.
Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court: first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Into the Chula. That one's going to score. Rebote not going to make it out to Goenaga. It's 2-2.
Yeah, we don't have many of those. The ball hits a certain spot between the floor and the back wall, very low on the back wall, doesn't come out, called a chula. Perfect chula is when it just hits and rolls out. That's the perfect one. We see one of those maybe a week, once or twice a month at most.
Alt over serve. Second serve coming up. There's a backhand. What a grab
Beautiful
by
catch.
Urbieta up the wall and down with the ball. This one just out of reach. Goenaga. Rebote high off the front wall. Big bounce is tipped. 3-2 lead for Goenaga. Nice catch overhead by Goenaga. Urbieta gets out there for the rebote. Stopped overhead. Goenaga on the costado. Straight inside. What a scoop by
Beautiful
Urbieta
catch.
up in the front court. Big backhand follows. Died off the back wall. Goenaga just lays it up. Urbieta middle of the court. On the forehand, low and hard. Goenaga trying to catch it in the air. Just tipped it. We're tied up. 3-3.
Ball was basically just out there. Just past Goenaga on the right side.
A couple misses to Goenaga's forehand side today. In that earlier match and again here. Having some difficulty lining it up. Goenaga on the backhand, stopped by Urbieta, nice catch, hard return, wall to wall, rebote. Forehand, Goenaga plays it to the inside, comes out to the middle of the court, Urbieta. 2-wall, stopped by Urbieta, Urbieta back over the top to the inside, that is scooped by Goenaga, here's the backhand. Goenaga straight to the inside. Great catch by Urbieta again, right off the sidewall. Goenaga comes to the backcourt looking for the rebote. Just flicks it up from the left side. Urbieta up at the 7. Backhand, just out of reach. Trying to get it in the corner. This rebote is coming out. Laid up to the inside. Urbieta, backhand. Rebote to wall, thrown
Beautiful.
to score. Goenaga breaks the tie, leads for 3.
Such a beautiful shot just thrown by Goenaga. Costado just right off the side wall and out. You see this coming out? Boom. Yeah, it's very well done.
Great catch by Urbieta up the wall between the 9 and 10 line. Rebote comes shooting out. Goenaga plays it just above the pad. Urbieta on the bounce. Up at the 10. Big backhand. Drops in the corner. Not a lot on it. Goenaga digs it out. Rote laid up. Urbieta advances up at the 8 line. Low and hard. Goenaga scooped it up. Backhand. Rifled into the corner. Urbieta got a cesta on it, but that doesn't make it. Goenaga's got 5 points. Looking to force a third set.
Urbieta played a fierce one earlier with Olheron against Gosheri and Aratz. Not sure he wants to go to a third set here.
Urbieta now from the left side. There's a backhand dropping low. Goenaga gets there. Backhand. Urbieta plants at the 8 line. There's a Karen Rebote, opens up to the outside. Goenaga low and hard. Urbieta not gonna get there. We are going to a third set coming up in just 1 minute and 30 seconds. Goenaga wins it 6-3.
Once again, for those of you new to Battle Court, first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Here we are in the ESPN3 players cage. Gosheri giving some feedback to Goenaga going into this third and final set.
And these two played against each other last Battle Court season. And they split their 2 matches. 1 win for Goenaga, 1 win for Urbieta. So the winner of this one will jump out ahead in the career series between these two in singles.
Yeah, Goenaga got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then once he hit his stride, landed some really, really good shots.
Way more aggressive in set number 2. Back to the inside, a little more space too, moving Urbieta around. That's the thing you have to do. When you play against backcourters in singles, they like to stand there from the 10 line to the back wall, more to the inside. So you got to get them off their footing, move them around a little bit. That's when you see a couple more points being put up on the scoreboard for the Renegades. And Goenaga able to close out that set 6-3. Clock winding down. We're going to get into this third set right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set number 3 between Urbieta and Goenaga. Urbieta will have the serve.
Third and final set, ready to begin.
We begin our third set. Backhand caught overhead by Urbieta. What a play to get things going. Rebote coming out. Kind of a wonky Rebote turned into a 2-wall. Step down the outside. Urbieta charges. Back over the top. Kicked up and scored.
Urbieta basically just threw that right at him. Low and hard, big bounce.
Goenaga from the left side, opens up with a backhand. Rebote coming out, Urbieta backpedals into position. Returns kind of a Karen Rebote, takes Goenaga outside, low hard return. Urbieta back in there to scoop it up. Off his footing, gets it off and passes. What a throw. Rebote just laid up, Urbieta from the left side at the 9 line. Clears the overhead screen, Goenaga running with it, just does get out there, lays it up. Got it to pass. What a return by Goenaga now. He's staying up in the front, forced a tough scoop, that's just missed.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Goenaga moved forward to try to catch that ball in the air. Was just out of reach.
Goenaga opens up with the backhand again. Close to the side wall. That Rebote's missed. Quick point for Goenaga. He's on the board in his third set.
One thing that we saw from Goenaga in that second set is he's able to capitalize on that first point, put a bunch of points up on the board, force the issue on the set.
Forehand Rebote. Played back to the inside. Urbieta backing up, takes it on the quick bounce. Sidearm forehand, gonna catch 3 walls and pass. Goenaga has to come back for it, lays it up high off the front wall. Urbieta with time, up at the 8. Big backhand. This one coming out again. Goenaga keeps it on the left side, lays it up on the wall. Urbieta up the wall, but that one was juggled. Juggling on the catch of Urbieta. That's gonna get Goenaga a second point. We're tied up.
Moving up on a floater. What's a floater? A ball that's not coming particularly fast. Also, it happens, it's usually dropping down. In that case, it's always better to, you have to move up on it, but not quite like that.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up.
In that case, Urbieta going to the side wall and just bobbling the ball at the side wall.
Forehand Rebote laid up there by Urbieta. Goenaga with time gets her up at the 5 line. The 2-wall thrown in to score. Goenaga 3 straight points. He takes the lead in the third set.
Again, still very close. First player in this third and decisive set to reach 6 point is going to win this match.
Here's Urbieta on the bounce from the 9 line. Big backhand. Stopped overhead by Goenaga. He's at the 9 line. Powerful backhand comes shooting out to the inside. Urbieta went for the outside place, but not outside enough. The 2-all return. Urbieta gonna stop it. Returns a carom.
Oh, caught the pad.
That caught the pad.
He was falling when he threw it.
4-2 lead for Goenaga.
See, if you go into the screen with your left hand before you've released the ball, if that ball's still in your cesta, you're going to lose that point. They're going to blow the whistle on you. So he did need to get that off. Maybe just try to drop it inside, not necessarily push the 2-wall. Don't know. I wasn't out there, but tough play for Urbieta. Goenaga leads 4-2.
Good catch overhead. Goenaga ranging back, plays it inside. Urbieta had a play on it, let it pass. Robote not there. 5 points for Goenaga. He's got a possible set and a possible match point, leading 5-2.
Curious to see if Goenaga is able to finish it out here. If Urbieta has anything left in the tank to stage some type of comeback.
Hard serve. Urbieta keeps it on the left side. Backhand. Up to the Robote. Saved on the right side. Urbieta middle of the court. Forehand, low and hard. Goenaga scooped it up. Backhand. Low runner. Just out of reach. Coming back out to Urbieta. Plays it over the top. Goenaga staying up in the front at the 7 line. What a catch by Urbieta up the wall, down with the ball. This one coming up the middle, Robote, 2-wall, 2-score for the win. Point, set, and match. Goenaga takes it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-2.
Great comeback for Goenaga there.
Yeah, Renegades keep things close on the game day. 3 points for the Devils, 2.5 now for the Renegades, courtesy of number 40, Goenaga, and that singles win. First opportunity in singles. He was able to cash in for his team. Much needed momentum boosting win. See what that can do for the Renegades the rest of the game day. Here he is. That's Goenaga.
All right, Goenaga, congratulations on winning that match. That was your first singles match of the season. How does it feel to get back out there?
Yeah, it's hard because I didn't even remember when was my last time playing singles, and it was tough, but happy for the win.
What was your strategy playing against Urbieta?
Catch one more ball and try to pass him, and then try to kill the point.
Well, Goenaga, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens today.
Thank you.